Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Hello.
Hello. You all made it.
Hola.
Are. Hola, man. Hola. How's Bookmap going this summer? Treating you all right?
It's good. Yeah,
Oh,
just trying to work on that course. It's taking just way longer than I thought it would going to. A lot in it though.
yeah, these things, they take a bit, but you'll
Well,
get
the more I get into it, the more stuff I just keep adding. Like, dang it.
it. Got to find a limit somewhere, somehow. Oh, well. All right. So, what do we have? Wednesday. Mayback, you got a question. Spies breaking out in the pre-market. Why not trade SPY futures? You still run into order filling issues. Yeah, I don't trade futures yet. I played with them a while back. So far, they don't truly interest me, so I'm not really digging in. As far as today's breakout, yeah, you can see it broke out, but not from a high quality consolidation. This is higher lows, but also higher highs generally. Yeah, what I want to see is my Avinachi level here. That needs to be a flat top, so the candles need to be bumping into that multiple times with the lows getting higher. So you have an ascending wedge, and then the breakout. That's the breakout I will trade. So even if I was trading pre-market with futures, I wouldn't touch this. Zooming out a bit, it's in a bit of an area of chop where it is right now, 624 or so. Last couple of days, this is what got messy. So far, no setup, but we'll see. See what comes around. And let's look at the news. Make sure we got everything covered. 8:30. There was some news. Producer price index. 9:15. Hammock speech. Okay. Industrial production. Okay. There's nothing interesting here. Gasoline stuff at 10:30. Not gonna move anything. Crude oil stuff as well. 10:30. Yeah. There's nothing interesting. 2 p.m. beige book stuff. That could be important, but that's at 2 p.m. So between now and 2 p.m., I don't see any trouble. Just another boring market day. All right. So who did all right yesterday? You guys survive? We had a bit of a big bear market yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't survive.
You gotta take it easy, you know. The thing about it, and I'm going to go through this in my webinar tomorrow, is one thing is making money, but the other is keeping it.
Yeah.
And when do you know when to stop or when to stop out? And then even after you've had a real good winning run for, call it a week or a month, then what do you do with the cash in your pocket? How do you keep it? So that's another level of thinking. How do you keep the money? This is outside trading. So there's a lot to do beyond learning how to trade, how to get into a trade, then how to manage a trade. Once you get that going, then you got other challenges that pop up. So, anyways, that's going to be tomorrow's webinar. We'll go through a lot of that stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And don't worry, we'll be talking about supercars a lot. Yeah. What do you got here? Maybach, you said you got wounded yesterday, lost an arm. John Raff, you also struggled yesterday. Bear days. Yeah, bear days are interesting. I think Thor says it best. It's the elevator up and it's the stairs up and elevator down. And bear days tend to be faster moving days, generally speaking. That kind of freaks people out. The pace of the market is different, right? The pace of movement is always different. And you're caught off guard. You're not aligned with that pace, the fast pace during the middle of the day on a bearish day. But anyways, there's ways to get used to it. No big deal. We'll get through it. For now, today, yeah, I see nothing. Nothing yet. Like yesterday also. Yesterday, the price was up there. I didn't see anything. Later on, I found an opportunity to go short. so far today, nothing. So we'll wait and see. What do you got here, Adrian? For you, it's the opposite. You tend to short more than long. Struggle last week. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with being better and going in one particular direction. But you got to have a real good understanding of your trade book to know when it's your time to go. When it's your time to trade and when it's not your time to trade. Let's say if you're purely a short trader, all you want to do is take short, then okay. In the 2021, I think it was 2021 bull market, you'd barely catch 3 or 4 trades in the year. You'd probably make about $5 million. So you gotta have that well defined. Was it 21 or 22 we had the bull market? I can't remember anymore. Anyways, whatever. It's 2025 now, and I don't know what kind of market we're in. We're halfway through the year. What do we have? 2025, yeah, down and then up. It really hasn't gone too far.
It's kangaroo market.
Kangaroo. I like that. I like that. I like that. So anyways, guys, we have a few minutes to the open, about 5-6 minutes. Let me know what's on your minds, if there's anything you want to discuss. I've been working on some new stuff as far as setups are concerned, some more nuances, try and get into better positions. We can get into that a little later. But anything on your minds, let me know. We got a few minutes before we get underway. There you go, Maybach. That's a good point. You saw the setup, but you were already burnt and you couldn't find the confidence. Well, that's good that you didn't touch it after you'd lost your mental stability, put it that way. Because once you're burned mentally, you got to step away. You got to go get out of the house, go for a walk, go do whatever you like to do. Me, I get on the motorcycle. Do what you got to do. That it'll keep you out of a lot of troublesome positions, difficult situations. And that's a tough one. It's hard to walk away, but it's a must. Neeraj, you want to know about yesterday's trade? Sure. I haven't gone through it. Oh, I forgot. I should have recorded the trade recap. I haven't done that in a while. All right. Well, we'll go through it now. So the recap will be within this session. All right, so let's go into yesterday. We have the 8 a.m. candle here. Let me get the yesterday's lines up there. There. So, oh man, I'm losing my eyesight, really. So these are yesterday's levels. And, well, let's move it back a bit. There we go. A little clear, more clear. All right, so yesterday, it was a great big choppy mess before the market opened. Couldn't pick on anything. But it went bearish, right? And so now after the close of this first candle, all I know is that it's bearish. It's in a downtrend. And then the second candle put in this little reverse hammer. It's not really a doji. It's got a massive tail on the upside. So I'd call this more a reverse hammer. It does have a tail on the bottom side. So there are bulls there. So, you can call it a consolidation. So first candle, very bearish. The second candle tried to be bearish too, but the bulls attempted it, but still the bears are in charge. So I'm thinking, okay, first candle went. The second candle is basically it's relaxing before it continues down. 3-bar play or reverse ABCD. But the more common word for this 3-bar play in most of the world. And it happened right at my level, just about the 625.30 or so right there. So once this candle closed, then I'm interested in the short. And the short for me would be below the level, the 625.30-ish. So once it dropped below the level, and then I'm looking at the 1-minute chart, consolidation to a breakout to a retest, all that's happening on the 1-minute chart within this third 30-minute candle. And that's where I'm taking the entry, and the target's just the next level down. And beyond that, I identified this area yesterday. I'll put a little line there. That was support. So I'm going into a short, and I need to know where the next support is, where the buyer's potentially sitting. So I'm looking into the left, to the recent past. And this is where they were most recently. Turns out they were there on the previous day during the middle of the day as well. So for me, this was enough conviction to know that this 623.75 area is potentially where it can stop going down. And sure enough, that's what happened. So I got the entry here, got the majority of it out around here at the next level, and had some bonus down there. And that was the end of it for me. After that, didn't look at it, but sure enough, look what happened. Looking at it now. Went back up, retested, right? That breakout area, 625.30-ish, and you had another bearish move. So not too bad. Pretty neat price action. This 30-minute action with breakout retest, it did exactly the same thing on the 1 minute within this 30-minute candle, this third candle. So there's your entry right there. Basically a reverse ABCD. And yeah, so that's it. Fairly simple pattern, just a reverse ABCD. When it's 3 candles, though, it's called 3-bar play. But that's all there is. And honestly, before the open, I had no idea. I thought it was just gonna be a mess. It looks like a mess, just like today. It looks like a mess, but you never know what's gonna happen. Just watch the price action, wait for it. If it sets up, you got something. If it doesn't, come back tomorrow. And so that's it. Fairly simple. Yeah, I've been observing some different price action lately, so I'm thinking to add that into my trade book. So anyways, after the open, we'll get into some of that stuff. I'll show you guys what I've been looking at. It's quite interesting. All right, so we have the SPY here. Yeah, it broke out. What else? What else do you guys want to look at? I've got nothing worth paying attention to. Nvidia looks like another gap up. Oh, that was yesterday. Man, things are messy today. Yikes. I'm just looking at Nvidia and Tesla on my other charts, and they're just inside of yesterday's choppy action. So
Yeah, same with Amazon, same with Apple. Everything is in the same ugly shit.
all right, let's go play poker. The hell with this.
Let me know.
I'm not playing shooting games with you, man. I got a rifle and you stab me in the back with a knife. What the hell? Oh man.
Hey, good morning, Avi. Just a quick question here. I'm sure you've answered this before, but how far back or how far to the left do you look to check for data and see if you want to avoid those areas?
Yes, you're right. I have answered that before. Anyone here remember the answer to that? Real quick before the market opens? No? You guys are all worthless, really.
You need to.
As far as you need to. Thank you, Gaten. I was losing hope here. As far as you need to, yeah. So really, I don't have a rule about how far I look back. I just go back. Ideally, I find something nearby, like within the last 24 hours. But if I need to zoom out further, I'll just zoom out until this chart gets too pixelated to look at. But usually at that point, I've zoomed out too far anyway, and just go with measured moves.
Awesome. Perfect. Thanks.
Yep. All right, guys, here comes the market. It's open. Take it easy. You know the drill. Wait for it. I don't see a setup. I'm not going to touch anything in this first 30-minute candle. There's nothing there. And just wait for your setup. You might find something. You might not. You never know. All right, let me clean up all this stuff on my screen here.
The levels all are very tight again today. Do you just avoid trading those tickers then?
Yeah, if the levels are too tight, just avoid it. The more complicated way is to skip a couple levels, but that's complicated.
Yeah. Great, thanks.
Yeah. What have we got here? Alexander, you're looking at CRCL. Okay, let's look at that. Here we go. What is CRCL? Again, another exotic stock. Okay, so you got a bit of a consolidation. Yeah, it looks like it's good for the breakout. Looks like it already broke out, retesting now. There you go. Ooh, yeah, it's still within the first second minute. It's jumpy. I wouldn't enter here, even though the price action is what you want it to be. It's just too jumpy. Yeah, 30-minute chart looks good for the breakout. Just make sure you have enough RVR on this. The range looks kind of tight. Yeah, okay, something to look at. You change your mind. You're funny. There you go, Shane. Yeah, easy day today, right? No setup, no trade. I've spent most of my day just working on setups and trade books and stuff. and the webinar, of course, for tomorrow. All right. So SPY. Previously, when my trade book was less refined, I may have entered it by now. What I probably would have done is seen that it broke out in the pre-market. I'd wait for it to retest, but I'd look to the left and you'd see the support area around here yesterday. It kept bouncing off, so I'd say that's a potential bounce, and I already did that. So I may have entered within the first minute, realistically. Down here, you guys have seen me do this in the last 12 months. Well, 12 months ago. Now I don't bother with this kind of volatility.
What changed, Avi? What do you think? What do you think now, as opposed to what your method was back then?
Just getting better with risk management. Got to get tighter and tighter and tighter, which allows for more size and also more confidence to put on the trade and hold on to the trade for the target. Otherwise, when you're putting it on, you don't have a lot of confidence, then you just take it off really quickly. You're just really immature about trading. So basically becoming more mature. And that's
So you think it's a lower probability setup and not worth taking, basically?
Yeah, it comes down to that volatility makes it low value.
The confluence of indicators that you need to enter isn't there, so all of them aren't there. So don't take it, even though it looks a couple of them are.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really just waiting for the A+ setups and only taking those. And if you get 1 or 2 in a month, that's okay. You don't need 10 in a month. So yeah, absolutely. And there you go. CRCL dropped in and went up. Actually, this is what I was working on earlier. CRCL did it today. I'll show this to you guys later. Let's get rid of that line. We don't need it there. Oh yeah, are the options working okay today? Yesterday we had trouble with that, right? So far, the SPY seems okay. So CRCL, look at that. This is the kind of setup I like to see. I was telling you guys earlier, where it's got pretty much a flat top, a bit of a false breakout, but you can see perfect ABCD pattern earlier. And then these higher lows with a bit of a flat top and then the breakout. But it did do a lower low here. But again, that's something new that I'm beginning to believe in. That's a good thing. But we'll get into that. I have Tesla as well. It's not too different. Similar setup. Consolidation to a breakout, though it was having these lower lows. That's something to be careful of. But again, guys, you see where Tesla kept bumping its head on this level. The more it hits itself on a level, especially consecutively, the more likely it is to go through. If the sellers were truly sitting up here at 313.50, they wouldn't be able to, the bulls wouldn't be able to consecutively bump their heads on this level, to be pushed down significantly, and then they'll have to fight their way back up. You can see the bears would be in the market. In this case, they're not really there. What do you got? Sujit, you're looking at PLTR and hood. All kinds of stuff. Huh? Let's see. Oh man, these levels are so tight again. So PLTR. Oh man, I don't know what to tell you about this. It's hurts my eyes a little bit. All right, went up. That's all I know. Probably scalp this thing up through 150. Hood. Whew, great big choppy mess, huh, recently, last few days. But now today is breaking out of that big high from 2 days ago. That's a good sign. I don't see a setup to catch the breakout, but it went. Again, this is all good for you scalpers. 1 minute ORB on hood would have been very good. Please be careful now. It's already made a huge move. You want to catch a second leg, but wait for it. Oops. PLTR's 1 minute chart. Yeah, more difficult, but you probably caught that 1 minute ORB going up. And this candle here, 934, may have bounced off the VWAP or one of those indicators, moving averages. maybe have a chance to get in there. That was earlier. And again, all you scalpers, this is for you. And SPY, yeah, just kind of messing around. It's a good reason I don't trade this stuff anymore. Wait for it. Just wait for it. All right. What else is on your minds, guys? Really just a slow day so far.
Meta broke down.
Meta, huh? Yeah, sure did. Can't even use these levels. Forget about it. All right, let's just use the 1 minute chart. See what we got. Yeah, you got a reverse ABCD pattern forming. Big fast move down. ORB again, 1 minute ORB. But on the 1 minute chart, you see you're probably rejecting the 9 EMA or the VWAP or whatever's up there. And you got the buyer down here at 706.40. So just be careful of that buyer if you're continuing short. You really want the sellers to break through. Just on the previous candle, the buyers are telling you where they're sitting. Something to watch for. It's close now. Let's see. Let's see if they can break that low. Oh, there it is. It printed a new low. It's a good sign for the bears. Let's see. Can it keep going? It's a real struggle there, huh? Again, a new low? No. Probably have orders down at 705, I'd guess. And again, if you're scalping, I do recommend using the order book. I used to use it all the time. 705 is a nice round number. Oh, yeah, look at that.
At 705 and 700.
Yep, makes sense. $5 increments. Just look where it was earlier, 705-ish. Look where last time I was here, it got stuck here. This is a tricky area. So buyers down there. The candlestick chart's telling you that from late last month. So you can expect them to be sitting there still. It broke down through about 710 into 705. If the bear move is about to stop, that's a place for it where it may stop. These candlesticks tell you more than you know.
Tesla breaking up.
Tesla, oh yes, look at that. Continued move, huh? Let's see.
Yeah, I took that.
Nice. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I
So-
took that as well from the first level.
Mhm.
Took out some partials at the second level, came back down, retested the first level, added more, and now took up some more again at the second level. Now in the third level.
Alrighty, nice. Yeah, good trade management. You got to be fast with this stuff. That's good. You're getting it. So you had the ORB push up, came down. This is a retest of the previous breakout, basically pre-market high. And off you go. Oh, here we have another chance to do this today. Why did Tesla reject 315.47? Can we go do this once a day? It's a bit of a ritual now. Come on,
It
come on.
can't be the Abenaki levels, right?
Oh, you know what? You might be right. I don't even know. Yes, yes. Thank you. Good. We got that out of the way for the day.
Our Avi levels, the measured move is so small on everything today. What's the story?
It's summertime. Go to the beach.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Generally, if you're looking at news and catalysts and earnings and all that stuff in the summer, it's all very quiet. Very, 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 very quiet. So, I mean, I guess Avi levels are reflecting that. And if you're looking at volume, you usually find volumes low if you like to use that as an indicator. So yeah, all those sorts of things. Summer is usually when you go travel and take a few breaks from trading. I'll be traveling too again, guys, at the middle of next month. I'll be gone for about 10 days in August. Yeah, things will really pick up at the end of August into September. All the earnings and news and all the stuff. Everyone gets back to work, basically.
I haven't back tested this, but if you just take the levels from the 30 to the 60, whenever it's tight on the 30, that makes it easier to see. That might be a thing.
Yeah, it could work. But again, back test it with price action. See if you're getting the price action behaving a certain way at those 60-minute levels. And see, look at 100 or look at 50 screenshots and see if you can find anything interesting. I intentionally don't like the 60-minute chart just because it's I just don't find it's useful for day trading. The setups just don't show themselves. They're great for swing traders. They love it. But for day trading, it's, in my experience, it's just too big. But try it out. You might find something.
And the other thing is that, like, at the market open, you have half of candle on hourly chart. It's just, that's the...
Yeah, that messes my head up all the time. I used to look at it.
Should I wait now? Jump in?
Yeah, look at this. This thing is still in the pre-market, this 60-minute candle. What the hell? See, this is confusing. So I don't like to use it anymore. For those of you who don't know, though, I used to trade off the 60-minute chart. I used the 5 EMA on the 60-minute chart. And I would get into, for example, Tesla yesterday. If it was rejecting the 5 EMA in this area, I would get short here and just hold it for the close. Unless I had a target, a level further down or something. I used to trade like that. No big deal. Actually, interesting. If you look at the 60-minute chart here on Tesla, you had a big move up, and a nice big double top, and you would have been able to short it yesterday, probably pretty early in the day. So you have some interesting things on the 60, if you like it. Not my style.
It was really hard to see on a smaller time frame, even 1 or 5 minute chart on Tesla, because it was so choppy for 35 minutes or whatever.
Yep. Super choppy yesterday. So that's why I lean in on the 30. The 30 really tells me a lot. Like yesterday on Tesla, if I remember correctly. Yeah, see this? This is a consolidation area. It's not moving anywhere. You don't want to play with it in this area. It's only after it broke from there that it made sense. And then again, look, 30-minute, it got choppy here on the previous day. So guess where it got choppy again? It's expected. And then it cleans up afterwards. So yeah, lean in on bigger time frames and you avoid these kinds of choppy price action. That helps a lot. Keeps you away from shitty positions. And the SPY, yeah, no setup. Absolutely nothing. It's very close to a setup, but it's not there. Go ahead. Someone had something.
I'm just Tesla's playing out nice.
Yeah, hold on to it. Off it goes. We have NVIDIA. Looks like having some activity. What happened?
That was Tesla yesterday. The NVIDIA chop was.
Yes, I see it. Just removing the levels, just looking at NVIDIA, just without anything, just 30-minute candlesticks. I mean, look at this. Yesterday, this is where it messed with everybody. So this is not a place you want to play with it. Straight up and simple. It tells you when not to play. And again, that's 95% of your trade book. It should tell you 95% of the work it does for you is tell you when not to trade. So just don't trade. Just avoid it. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Let it get out of that zone. It could happen today.
Wow, Tesla.
Oh, let's go, Tesla.
That's a good move.
There it is. Nice. Yeah, clean, huh? You can have the breakout, the retest. All very nice. 315.47. What's next? 319.40. Cool. So again, remember, guys, 2 legs up is where I can I do it with confidence. Beyond that, be careful. To my eyes, this is like 2.5 legs already. So I wouldn't put risk on up here. If you're already in it, great. You can add, but without adding risk. Just want to be careful. Two good legs, especially at the open. Lots of good momentum. All that's good stuff. Good for scalping. What do you got here, Scott? Our secret sauce. Oh yes, Avinachi levels. Yes, don't tell anyone. It's a secret, okay, within this group, which will be recorded and available to the public. What the hell? What do you got, Shane? Amazon consolidation, breakdown, retest. Too close on the levels. Let's have a look. Amazon. Oh gosh, just looking at 30-minute price action, so messy. And the levels you're saying are, yeah, well, it's a mess. Let's go into the 1 minute. Yeah, straight down. 1 minute ORB, but that's kind of all you got to scalp, and you're getting these higher lows. That would be careful with this to continue going short. Just be careful. Man, sometimes I don't know why I show up in the summer. I really don't get it. I get one trade in a month.
Yeah, you show up and pull one trade and make a yearly salary of somebody. Yeah.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Go back
first
to California.
day back. You said first day back. I'm like, yeah, that's my account.
Hey man, it wasn't always like this. Gotta build it up.
Yeah, this price action's just like garbage.
Yeah. There you go, Raf. Entertainment value. Garbage entertainment. There's a good movie in the cinema. I might go watch that soon. The Brad Pitt movie about F1 or something.
Yeah.
About racing. Is it
Thinking
good?
about, I'm gonna go watch Superman on Saturday. And I'm thinking about sneaking into that one after Superman's over. It starts right after the theater I'm going to. I've heard it's good. I've heard the F1 movie's good.
Yeah. I'm thinking about.
You watch F1?
Well, I haven't seen the movie. I don't keep up with the racing either. Not much. Once in a while, I like to look at it. I'm sure the movie will be good. I'm thinking about sneaking out of this webinar session. I got to do it in an hour. Don't go to that and then go watch a movie. I'll just show up in the room and guys, everything's garbage today. Forget it. Yeah, but you never know. You never know with price action. Anything could happen. But yeah, there's better things to do in the summer. But actually, and I also got to say for trading in the summer, if you can not lose money, it's a really good practice. You build some skills on patience, and even when you put on a trade and you lose it, then you don't get a setup for a few days. You got to sit on that loss. That's all good training. All that's.
Avi, do you mind just pulling up HUD?
Yeah.
If you look to the left, you can see almost 3 consecutive days of price rejecting from that 101.05 area. Now it looks like if it breaks above the 102.19, it might be a powerful break.
Yeah, that's basically the high of 2 days ago. That's the absolute high of this great big choppy mess.
Yeah.
So wait for it to consolidate and break. I'd wait for it on a 30-minute chart. Let it be a good little 30-minute ABCD pattern, which might take a few hours.
Okay.
And then it really sets up for a good move up. I'd wait for that. That could be fun. Yeah, good catch. Bigger perspective here. You have a move up, a consolidation. Generally, you're getting higher lows here, so it's all set for a good breakout. I mean, this is more of a swing trading setup, and you can hold this thing for a couple of weeks. But okay, there's other things on swing trading you want to pay attention to as well, but just candlestick wise, it's there. Ooh, SPY's going down. Scott, you're buying puts on the SPY. Nice. Cool. Not my style, but alrighty. I like it. We got Rafs. Summer months are your best months. All right, Raf. Well, I mean, yeah, there's ways to make money in the summer. I've made plenty of money in the summers. I guess my trading style these days doesn't really align with summer trading so much. But yeah, if you have a style and a mindset that works, then take advantage of it fully. What was I going to look at? The SPY. And we got a good setup on Tesla as well. But yeah, SPY crashing down. Tesla, if you look at it, as naked trading setups go, you got this very nice looking hammer there. So you have a move up and then a pullback. And in the pullback, you're having this perfect hammer with room to the left. This is a consolidation. And during the consolidation, that big hammer, so the new 1 minute high would be the entry just about a minute ago. And you go long. But again, I'd be careful just because I don't trust third legs up. It's already done 2 or 2.5. It's kind of hard to read. But this is the kind of action I'd look for if I'm looking for a continuation. Down here, it happened as well. This hammer, and then you enter. That's basically the retest of the previous breakout. That was the entry, a good one. You can see that was a good move after that. Here, I'd be careful. But not too bad.
Wow, Hood hasn't had a red week in like 3 months.
You guys buying crypto on Robinhood? Is that what it is?
I don't know what it is, but that's wild move.
That's all you guys, you crazy motherfuckers, buying crypto on Robinhood. You don't even own it, you know? The crypto. It's like I don't know. You can track the price of crypto or something without owning it. Oh, shit, man. I don't even know. It's
Yeah, you can buy, but it's not a wallet on a Hood. That's what I think. You can buy just like a stock, but it's not a wallet you can use somewhere.
Hey, can you take it out and put it in a wallet?
You can take the cash out.
Cash out, but you can't take your Bitcoin out or whatever.
No. Yeah, you can take the cash out.
That's the dangerous thing. They could shut it down or do whatever the hell they want. Really, this is, man. Unless you're truly trading crypto and you're in and out quick and scalping and all that, that's a different world. But my gosh, scares the hell out of me, this stuff.
Yeah, I went from $30 to 101 right now in last. I haven't had a single red week.
So instead of buying crypto on Robinhood, just buy Robinhood, man. What the hell? Oh man. Actually, I wanna look at this a little closer. Let's see if I can find something. Ooh. This is going back just 2 years. Let's go further back. There we go. All right. I'm going to try and find this indicator here. No, it doesn't exist. What is Fibonacci arch? What is that? Oh, shit. Look at that. Okay, never mind. That's not useful. Trying to identify. If you look at something like Robinhood, it was at like $5-10 for a long time. Beginning of 2024, it started to run up. Here's your pullback right here in May 24, right? With the top being right. Whoa, what happened here? The top being right there. And then the breakout is what you would think to buy. And then you'd get stopped out when it came back. But then another pullback, and at that point, the real high was up here. So on this deep pullback, tinier pullback, then you have this 2 weeks of consolidation. That breakout is your entry or even the retest, and then you're in this thing. One stop, and then you're catching it. Again, you have to look at other things, overnight risk and earnings and whatever. And if you're looking at this run that happened after that, you have realistically this massive high over here. So it went up. Oh, you had a smaller one here, but let's look at the big one. It went up, and here's your pullback. It comes down, boy, almost 50% of the way. And then when it gets back to its high and it breaks out, that's your entry during that week of just under $70. Anyone know what you call this? This little pullback. And normally there's one more leg in it on a weekly chart, but didn't do it in this case. Anyone familiar with this here? Now we can use this Fibonacci arch thing. I'm abusing the Fibonacci tool. Oh shit, I can't even do it properly. Let me see if I can do it properly here.
You're gonna get in trouble for abusing all these tools.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you in the news.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into a lot of shit doing so much stuff. No, this doesn't make sense. Anyways, yeah, I'll draw it for you. I'll try and draw it. So we have this thing went down from here, and then this thing went up from here, something like that, right? And that's your breakout entry. Run up, pull back. What do you call this kind of pullback where it's no, it's meant to be a rounded drawing. It's not rounded in my drawing.
Cup and handle.
Cup and handle. Yeah, that's it. You guys read the book. So this is a cup without the handle, which is a very, very aggressive setup. On a weekly chart, this is enormous. And this is where you buy call options for the long term. You buy the 100 calls for 6 months out. You buy this in early June, early last month, or end of May for expiry in like December. The 100 call options. And today it's gone through the strike. And you would have made like 5 times return on investment or something, 500%, something like that. You can look at those contracts and see what they look like. But that's the way to do this. So you have a cup here without the handle. When you have the handle, that's a very good setup. I actually prefer those. Those are more stable. The price is not so erratic. Like this one's wild. Look at how fast this moved in the last couple of months.
Is it really a cup and handle if this handle is missing?
This is a cup without the handle.
Right? It's a weird reversal.
Well, it's a V because I draw it with straight lines.
Yeah.
So you could be drawing it with a curve. I don't have the curve tool here. I don't even know how to draw it. But on TradingView, you can draw this easily. I don't have all the tools to draw. I'm not good at drawing. So this is the stuff to look at. And here, this is just a candlestick pattern, okay? On a weekly chart. What you'll find is candlestick patterns work the same on every single chart. 1 minute chart, you'll find stuff like this that makes sense. So that's the thing about candlestick patterns. That's why I like them. Once you understand a few patterns that make sense to you, that you are able to perceive easily, you can apply them to any time frame. I just choose to apply it on a 30-minute time frame, which gives me the maximum reward on a day trading perspective. You know, if you're swing trading, you have the weekly charts, 60-minute charts. You know, if you're scalping, you have 1 minute charts. Patterns are all the same, always the same. So it's good stuff over there. And actually, having said that, that's something I have been working on. Let's see if we can pull it up here since we really got nothing else going on. Tesla's just kind of messing around. Yeah, be careful up there on Tesla. What else? SPY, nothing. NVIDIA, that's nothing. It's nothing worth looking at. So let's do this. On the SPY, I'm going to try and go back a little. Let me see if I can find a good setup. I can show you guys what I'm looking at here. Going back. It's these breakouts that I'm always looking for a wedge, right? You guys know that. But there's something else that makes actually a fair bit more sense. I haven't found a setup here. Let me see if I can find it. Here's something. Oh, here we go. Okay, so let's say on this particular day, we have a level here, which that's that 8 a.m. candle. Now you have that level. It's pretty nice flat top. You have this wedge, right? So we'll draw that again. That ascending wedge I'm always looking at. Whoops. Oh my God, I can't draw anymore. What's wrong with me? Trend line. There it is. So you see these higher lows, right? There you go. That's there. These 3 candles with a nice flat top. Perfect setup for a breakout. But then you have this one after the open that made a new low compared to the previous candles. But if you take that cup and handle setup, this is exactly what you want. You want it to make a pullback right there. It's not a perfect wedge, right? It's not that triangle that just keeps going up, up, and up. This actually does a pullback, and that's the complete concept of the cup and handle. I'm just using a wedge and handle. This is something I've just been building out. So just like Fibonacci levels or something I'm just creating here. So from the wedge, add a handle just like you have on the cup and handle, and then you find that these breakouts are tremendous. They're huge. They're faster. Not faster, but sorry. They're more reliable than just a pure wedge. That's what I've been noticing on a 30-minute chart with looking at all my screenshots and everything. The whole thinking is this wedge is great because you're having the buyer step up, right? But then this last little pullback is important to shake out the paper hands, the weak hands. And those big buyers who really are patient and ready to buy, they're basically diamond hands. They're holding, they're buying, and these guys have the patience to buy. They'll have the patience to hold. They're not going to sell it too quickly. That's the psychology behind all this. Same thing on the cup and handle. So if you see a wedge with a handle, that is very interesting setup. So something I'm looking at, basically. And then, of course, the same cup and handle thing. If you see it on a 30-minute chart, it makes sense, just as it does on a weekly. Let me see if I can find more of these examples. It's harder to find in these screenshots. So just looking back. Actually, in my screenshots, it's easier to find. In looking at these charts, it's harder to find. This is all choppy action. I think I was traveling during this time anyway. There's nothing even worth looking at here. Here you get a false break. Here you have, I can't read. Kind of, you have it here. You see this again, even this one. Is this the 8 a.m.? No, this is 8 a.m. Let's say you had a level here, for example, just about there. You can see these lows getting higher with a bit of a flat top. And the last one is a good pullback, right? The last candle, a deeper pullback than the previous. That's that handle. So you have the ascending lows and then the deep pullback, shake out the paper hands, the big buyers come in, and look at this thing rip. Very consistent, right? So I'm looking to apply this concept into my strategy in addition to that ascending wedge or descending wedge that I keep looking for. So here is that 8 a.m. candle here. This is interesting. Let's look at this one. So you have the descending highs over here without the final pullback, but then you have the breakout, the retest, off it goes. No big deal. So you can take this one or wait, even accept it with the little pullback, the last one, which makes sense. So far, I've been trading this quite often, but trading that other one with the handle to it, that's going to be interesting. So there you go. Something to think about, huh? There's always something to learn. Actually, I think we had it yesterday, or not, a few days ago. Remove this. Let's play with this and see if we can find this action. Here. This is a couple days ago. Whoa, that's a very large level. All right, so let's zoom into this action here 2 days ago. You can see these ascending lows. This is just 8 a.m. candle, so usually I don't pay attention to it. But then, let's see, these are higher lows. This one got deeper. Deeper than the previous one, so you'd be interested. And sure enough, the breakout was strong. And sure enough, the retest was strong. Even the retest had these higher lows. And so 2 days ago, this was excellent. This is the day I didn't show up. Man, this would have been a good one. Right here. I did that whole thing 2 days ago. Yesterday was not, it wasn't even there. But there's something to think about. So, always keep your eyes open. You never know what you find. Pretty cool, huh? And let me see. We have now, I believe, a false breakout on the SPY. So it broke out, came back in, and really holding in there. It hasn't gone halfway into the range. So it can still really just call this a retest and go. It hasn't held. And one thing you want to look for when you're looking at breakouts is a consolidation before the breakout. So if you are looking at this as a false breakout to the upside, you'd be ready for the breakout on the downside. But I don't see a good neat consolidation down there that already happened. So if it does get down there, I'd wait for a consolidation and then go, just like yesterday. Yesterday was a 3-bar play. It could do that again today. Or a genuine full ABCD pattern, reverse ABCD. For now, I don't see anything. Just a choppy mess. Yeah. Oof. Scott, you got those puts? Did you buy puts up here on the SPY somewhere? That could be good.
Avi, where's that 3-bar play you're referring to yesterday?
Yesterday, it was right here. That first candle down. The second candle is the relaxation candle, call it that, but pushing down. And then the third one is the new lows, you're off. And my Fibonacci level was pretty much right there yesterday, 625.30. It's right about there. So below that is where I entered short. I got that move.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You got stopped, Scott? All right. Fair enough. That's messy. Anyways, what am I looking at here? Shane, you're saying you remember all the poker website went down overnight and the US people lost millions of dollars? Really? Last night? All the online poker players? Oh, man. Raf, what do you got? You got IPO'd 50, should have gotten lightning. What what are you talking about, Raf? IPO where? On what? On Hood at 50? Yeah. Kangaroo. Alexander, you got the cup and handle stuff? We went through it. Oh, years ago. Okay. Yeah. Hood. All right, Raf. Yeah. Hood, huh? What a fun little exercise. Oops. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder why I don't just trade this all the time. Just simply, I can easily put on a couple of trades on a weekly basis, like 1 or 2 trades in a month, and leave it alone for a few months and capture this. This is not difficult to find. And you have the entire market. I wouldn't be taking the sizes I do when I'm doing this stuff. You got a million tickers out there to find stuff like this in. I once bought did this kind of thing with the company that makes those Winnebagos, camper vans, whatever you call them, RVs.
Oh, there's the breakout on Hood.
That was a good one. What do you got? You're in Hood still?
No, I actually just entered right at the breakout, so I'm really hoping this is a legit breakout.
Yeah, I got in at 101.80.
I got in 102.
Okay.
Oh, there is a big push. Nice.
It's probably holding a moving average down there is my guess. So watch
But
your
yesterday's high and VWAP was there, so it's kind of there's a good signal there.
All right. Yeah, good. These are good levels to work with. Yesterday's high, 2 days ago high. And you have today's high, which is, very firm, but looking interesting for a break. Yeah. It hasn't yet printed a new high, so that's where you want to be careful. Even if it just prints a single penny above, that's already a sign. But what is interesting is it went down, pushed down quite aggressively. So anyways, for now, you're looking for it to negate that previous high. That's important.
Are you a big fan of bull flags and stuff like that, Avi? Or
A fan of what, sorry?
Like bullish flags and stuff, like those patterns?
Oh, bull flags? No, they confuse me. They really confuse me.
Because that was kind of like one of my added confluence was in this one too. It's like when you saw that when price went up, it definitely created that bull flag. And now had a breakout above that.
Yeah, they don't make sense to me much. This looks good to break out pretty soon, Hood. There's the pop.
There it is.
Yeah.
Boom! What a trade! Let's go.
Yeah, nice. These pennant price actions where all the action is kind of narrowing down into a point, I find those unreliable. They break, but I don't know which direction. I've never been able to pick the direction. I prefer cup and handles or these wedges with a handle or just a wedge or reversals, just double tops and bottoms. Those are much simpler to read. I'd rather just focus with that. And this thing, Hood, is on its way. So here it is now. If you're looking at how far this can go, just based on a measured move perspective, I would take it down here at 99.71. You have a top at 102.77. Then you start the new move from down here, just 101.10. And you measure that distance. Was it about $3? Call it $3 from 101.10. To me, that would be...
okay, got it. So you kind of measure from the low swing high to swing low, and then measure that move to the upside.
And that's it. Yep, from the low, from down here.
Got it.
Yeah. All this stuff is in one of those webinars I've done, as well as in the course, measured moves, how you use them. So this is a good candidate for a measured move like that. So what would it be? About 104? Gosh, my math is terrible. Anyone know what the answer is? What's the target up here?
So 102.76. So it's 102.76.
to a 5 minute. There.
Tesla couldn't hold.
Yeah, I got our Tesla. I'm glad.
So the Tesla goes the other way.
Yeah.
Get out of there.
I took most off at the top, but I'm stopping out now.
Watch Tesla. Yeah, good. You got a lot of it out. It's in a messy zone. It's not like Hood is just breaking through. What's the target on Hood, guys? Measured move. We got the idea. We've got it. What's this distance? 99.71 to 90 to 102.77. Shall we call that $3? Does that make sense?
Yep.
$3. Yep. Okay, so from 101.10, call it $3. 104.10. About approximately.
The target is 104, so that's good.
Yeah, 104. Be conservative. Just 104. That's where you would really target it, unless it misbehaves along the way. That's how I do measure moves on this one, and that's a very simple piece of price action to use it on. Very obvious one.
That's where the liquidity is.
That's what it is too. Ah, perfect. Look at that. You see, you don't even need the level 2. Just use measured moves. That's cool, man. It all lines up nicely, right? Liquidity and all that. Nice. Wow. So, let's see. Tesla, no good. Hood's fine. Spy, mess, no good.
I even stopped looking at Tesla when I got out, and thank God, look at that.
Yeah. That's the thing. When things start misbehaving, no point looking at it. I'm doing the same with the SPY. It's off on some tiny chart on the side.
Oh, Apple's breaking out. Apple's had a nice move up. Anyone catch that?
Apple. Let's see. Look at that. Oof, big mess. It has broken out. It has broken out. Oh, and you're getting into yesterday's high area. Be careful with it. Well, Hood is behaving very nicely. So let's see if it gets our target, 104. It definitely will require a pullback before it gets there. We know there's liquidity up there. All that stuff is very normal. It's one of those things, if you really trust the strategy, then you just leave your orders in. Leave your stop in with your target and walk away. Just range orders. Very easy to do when you're trading equities. A little more complex with options. With equities, it's perfect. What do you got here, Sujit? 12,000 order at 104. All right, yeah. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. That's why I like candlesticks, guys. It's so simple. It's just one indicator, just candlesticks, just price action. And it tells you most of what you need to know. Most, like 80, 90% of what you need to know is it's right here on the candlestick chart. The other things are just, I don't know, a lot of noise to me. All right, so 15 minutes more here, guys. Let me know what you want to talk about. And then again, same old thing, 11 a.m. in the BBT webinar room for an hour. And let's see if anything pops up on the SPY. I don't see any potential even right now. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Oh, yes, this is healthy on Hood, by the way. Retest of the high of day break, 102.77. Forgot to mention that. Yeah, breakout retest. That's healthy stuff. Might be an opportunity to add if you guys are in this. If your break even is not too, if your break even is, far out. Passive income here. I do 4 days a week in BBT now. Monday through Thursday, 11 to 12 only. And that's in the webinar room. So I'm not doing the main chat room or any of the other rooms. Just using the webinar room, really. Because what's good about it is only the people who want to hear what I have to say are going to show up there. It's not like the main chat room with 1,000 people, because what I say is quite different to what everyone else says. So that keeps at least people focused. You can attend there if you're a BBT member, yeah. But it's very different than this room. This is much more intimate. That's people don't get to talk on the mic, don't get to share your screen. We don't get to go through so much stuff. Also, you'll find most people are a lot more at the newbie level than people in here. So it's a very different kind of conversation. And for me, it's nowhere near as exciting as being in here, because this is a different level altogether. There's a different mindset. But yeah, come on in there. I try to help people out where I can, answer questions, and if there is a trade to take, I'll take it. But that happens any time of the day. I don't know when it happens. But yeah, that's how that is. There you go, Hood. Looking at that retest of that previous high of day. Good fun. You have Apple approaching the high of yesterday. Let's put a level there and see what it does. First thing it should do is reject. Second thing it should do is consolidate before a breakout. Let's see. Apple just got there. What do we have here? Near SPY is doing an ABCD on a 30-minute. SPY, is it really? All right, let's look at it. SPY 30-minute ABCD. There goes Apple breaking out. What ABCD are you talking about? It has to go from down to up and then ABCD. It's just a choppy mess. Anyway, just zoom out if you're unsure. Zoom out and look at this. This is it's a mess. Great big mess. Guys, careful with Apple. It broke out, just popped out. No consolidation, no nothing. When it pops one way, it can pop the other way very quickly. Be super careful. And there you go. Robinhood did that that retest very, very cleanly. So it printed a fully bullish candle, then the new 1-minute high would be the entry or the add opportunity. The stop would be below. And off you go. There's a new high of day, is it? Almost there. Almost broke the new high again. This thing is cool. Shane, that's so funny. Yes, that's right. That's actually true in the webinar room there. 50% of the questions in there is, what's an Avi8ors level? I'm like, oh my God, again. Go look at the video. That's what I usually answer to them. It's a different kind of conversation. It really has become two different things, with BBT and here. And it's good that it's become quite separate, where you really got to go through some of that BBT stuff. And I recommend it. It's a great environment. You learn how to configure DAS, learn about indicators, learn what strategy is, learn what the stock market is. You just get yourself going and get all your technical stuff in, basically. When you come in here is when you really want to start performing. You're not going to get a lot of technical stuff in here. You already know that. We can go through.
Oh, man, this was so beautiful.
But it's a different environment in here, guys. So it's more about performance in here. Very different. Yeah, there you go, Rahman Hood. He's still holding. And Gorilla
actually added more at the retest of the high of day.
Nice. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I think after this trade, that's 2 for 2. I'm calling it a day.
Good for you, man. Good for you. I love it. Make sure you share those. I want to see all this. I love it.
We took the same trades. I guess you really got good on Tesla. Yeah.
Nice. Good job, guys. Nice work. What do you think, Shane? People are looking for answers, not learning. Yeah, with all due respect. Yeah, Shane, that's true. That's the thing. It's a different environment. And that's why I'm so glad we have this environment. This is very different. Personally, I enjoy this a lot more. That doesn't engage me at all. There's some interesting things in there. But yeah, people are just looking for answers. Is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? Like, what the hell, man? That's it. Unfortunately, that's what day trading attracts. A lot of people are looking to copy a strategy and thinking that's what it takes. And all of you guys in here know that you do that, you're going to blow it up very quickly. Everyone in here knows that. So once you've understood that, that's when you come into this room. You really learn how to be a trader. Now we're in a different level. So anyways, I help out in BBT. It's good fun. I don't mind it. The people are all good.
How I show up to give you support, man. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
I will show up to show you support there.
Yeah. You won the membership, damn it.
Yeah. I remember on YouTube Live watching Gurinder win the membership.
It's so funny, man.
Never in my life I ever won anything.
Well, there you go. You won the lottery.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. That's all good. That's where we all start. Even I started there. Like, I'm just gonna copy Andrew, and sure enough, I blew up a lot of money. And then you find your way. So you'll see that in an environment like BBT. A lot of people come, a lot of turnover because a lot of people come with the wrong mindset. It's not that BBT is a bad environment. I think it's fantastic. I think it's great. I just think there's a lot of people who come with the wrong ideas in their heads. And so, but then the ones who survive, who are still there a year later or 6 months later, they are learning that trading is not just copying somebody's strategy. And then they're starting to get their head in the right place. Basically, they're getting their head out of their ass. And then you really
a lot of Lamborghini people shows up for trading.
Yeah, a lot of Lambos. They come with the ideas of Lambos in their heads.
Right.
Man, tomorrow I'm going to talk about this in the webinar. We're gonna, half the people are going to cancel their memberships.
They're gone.
It's Andrew's fault. He makes it look too easy. I mean, who can pull 70,000 a day consistent? Like his growth is just an exponential, and it makes it look easy to everybody that doesn't know behind this. What's behind it. So
yeah, that's the truth. It makes it look.
Everybody thinks they can replicate what he does, and nobody can. So
You're absolutely right. That's one piece of it. But I mean, we do a really big effort in BBT to show or to explain that it is not a simple game. If it was, then everyone would be making $2 million a month. Everyone,
right?
Without effort, we all know that's not the case.
Well, and that's a good thing too. Is everybody showcases a different style. So that's the one thing you get with the exposure that most people don't realize is there's different ways to do it. Just because Andrew does it his way, and you think that that's a simple way, when it doesn't work for you, you need to transition to something else.
Well, now they're just jumping around, blowing up an account after account after account.
Oh yeah, it happens all the time because people see those videos and they're like, "Oh, this is easy. I can do this."
Yeah, that's the problem. I gotta be careful with these videos. It's really not that easy. But oh well, let's see whatever we can do. In the end, people got to make up their own minds, really. No one's a child here. No one needs to be babysit. I just assume everyone's an adult and treat them that way. So, yeah, Shane, go ahead. You got something to say? Something to add?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt, but yeah, most people can long above the VWAP like Andrew, but what most people can't do is lose $70,000 and come back the next day.
There you go.
And that's a fact.
Yes, that's right. No, most people can't. And even when they lose what is a little bit of their account, even if that's $70 or $700, not 70,000, they don't have the discipline to stop. They'll continue to blow up whatever's left. That's another part of it too. But guys like Andrew have the experience to know that, okay, I'm on tilt now. I need to stop. So that's a real a problem for a lot of people.
You remember that car trade Andrew had? CAR ticker, where he lost $1 million and he made that back in the afternoon. Remember that? It was a whole maniac.
Really?
Yeah, he shorting, and the car was a short squeeze, and he was shorting it, and it kept going against him. And he lost $1 million. He went home, took a nap, and came back online again, and the ticker was dropping, and he shorted the heck out of it and it recovered.
Was that a day trade?
Yeah, it was a day trade. Ticker was car. I remember it. I was like, God, like he went home, took a nap, and went online again. Made it live.
Wow.
Everybody Peter was like, stop, Andrew, like in the morning, stop, just don't do it, just don't mess with it. It was like, oh, $50,000, 70,000, oh, 80,000. Yeah, it got to $1 million. And that ticker went to like from $100 to $500 or whatever. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did I not know? When was this?
It was a few years ago. I think 2022 or something, like around that area. Like, yeah.
2022. Oh yeah, I had quit trading in 2022. I
Yeah.
missed the whole thing.
The ticker was car. Yeah, I remember that. Like it was insane.
Wow, what's the first time I'm hearing about it? He doesn't talk
Yeah,
about it much, but
he had the video on YouTube. Yeah, it was wild. Like that ticker kept going and he kept shooting. And yeah, I only saw that. And then in the morning I woke up and I'm like, yeah, there's Andrew's video making the $1 million bag. Like, all right.
I gotta go find this video.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
crap.
just, you know, Andrew comes out every once in a while, but I see those behavioral problems. I'm like, ooh, no, not like this.
Well, you know, he's got his personality. Everyone's got their own personality.
We all have dark side.
Oh yeah. You just see it slowly, and you're like, no, don't do it, Andrew. Walk
Yeah,
away.
you see it because it's on camera.
Go take some shrooms. Go do something. Just step away.
Oh man, yeah, it's funny. It's funny. Now we all have our trigger points. Everyone does. What's important is to be aware of it. So when you are falling into it, at least you can stop yourself. If you don't have someone next to you to stop you, at least, or a community or something like this. But it's really important that you can't. I don't believe in trying to fight yourself or overcoming it or anything. Just be aware of it, so that you know what to do. You can just get out of the house, you know, do something else. All right, guys, last couple of minutes here. Let me know what else is on your minds. But yeah, it's been a super slow morning. Again, other than Hood, you guys had a couple of good trades on that. 104 is that target. Close enough now. It looks good to get there. This is just a decent little consolidation, basically holding generally above that high of day that happened earlier, 1013. And it'll most likely pop up into 104 pretty quick. When it wants to pop, it'll go quick. What else? Tesla, nothing. Nvidia, nothing. SPY, nothing. Oh man, I might actually nap for 30 minutes before I come back online. There's just nothing to work with.
Avi, have you tried trading off the 2-minute chart?
Yeah, I've attempted it.
Thoughts?
It never makes sense to me. I might as well go on the 1 minute. It is cleaner than the 1 minute, but it didn't benefit me. You know, I wasn't having. It didn't solve any problems that I was having on the 1 minute. The 30 minutes solved the problems for me. So, yeah, but try it out. See if you like it. You know.
Yeah, no, I'm switching back and forth between 1 minute and 2 minutes just to kind of see the visuals of it to see if it helps. But yeah, mainly right now I'm going off the 1 minute, but just seeing what the 2 minute would have been or how it would have been different.
Yeah, just keep it side by side on your screen when you're live, and you'll be able to observe things and just write down your thoughts. And a week later, look at your thoughts and see if it makes sense.
Oh man, there's another ad to scale in opportunity on HUD.
So crazy.
Getting too greedy now.
Yeah, be careful. On a little pullback, you might have to stop. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
Don't make it too tight. But good job on that. Be sure to share that one later with us. I want to see how.
Yeah. I'll send that over.
Yeah.
You hear the excitement. You hear the excitement.
Yes, you can tell. Behavioral slippage. All right, guys. 10:30. I'm gonna shut this one down. And I'll be in the webinar room in about 25 minutes in BBT webinar room. So come on in, say hi. We'll have some fun with that. Otherwise, yeah, keep it green, guys. And I will talk to you all soon. Good times as always. Cool. Yes.